Hi guys, you welcome back to Sew with Abby channel. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, thanks for stopping by. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications for more videos. This video is about making this beautiful 3-part corset top. If this is what you are interested in, then keep watching. Let's get started. So guys, in my last video I shared how to draft this 3-part corset. I'll be dropping the link in the comment section so you can go ahead and watch and have a proper understanding of how to draft this for yourself. Now I've gone ahead to place the patterns on my fabric and then I cut it out, and then I also added stitching allowance on all the sides of this pattern, as you can see. And for this back piece, when I was drafting it, I added zipper allowance, but then I'm not going to make use of a zipper. I only showed that in my last video for those that might want to make use of a zipper for their top. So yeah, I folded in the zipper allowance before I place the pattern on my fabric and cut out. So the first thing I'm going to do is to work on the cups. On each part of these cups, I marked it, as you can see. This is because I don't want them mixed up. Go ahead and mark the part of your cup as well so you won't mix them up. So I pick one from each side, right side facing each other. So I'll take it to the sewing machine and then I'm going to stitch it down, and then I'll do the same to the other part as well. I'm going to stitch it down, right side facing each other. After stitching this part, I'll bring in the part label 1, that's the upper part, and then I'm going to stitch as well like this. It's going to be placed like this. Now I will head over to the sewing machine and then come back to show us what I've done. Okay guys, the cups are ready, and this is what you get when you stitch it down perfectly well. I went ahead to give it a good press. Be careful when ironing guys, so you won't iron it flat. The cups are not meant to be flat. There's supposed to be space where your boobs will sit. So I'll keep this aside and work on the center front and the side front. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and stitch down the dart area like this. Then I'm going to do the other side like this as well. Alright guys, I'm done stitching down the dart area and I also gave it a good press. And the next thing I'm going to do is to attach boning to this piece. Now I'm making use of a sewable boning, and I'm just going to go ahead and stitch one side of this boning to another piece of fabric. So I've gone ahead to stitch one side of this boning to this piece, and before I stitch the boning to this piece, I left about ½ inch space up and ½ inch space down. Now I'm going to wrap it around. Watch me guys. I'm going to turn it, then wrap this piece around the boning to give it a covering. Then I'm going to turn in this other side like this, and then head over to the sewing machine and then stitch it down. Alright guys, I'm done stitching down the boning and this is the end result. I'll go ahead now to attach this boning to the front piece like this. Okay guys, I'm done attaching the boning, and as you can see, it is neatly done. The next thing I'm going to do now is to place the cups, but before I do that, I'm going to work on the breast pad, and here is the breast pad. So guys, I'm going to place this on each other and then pin it. Take the sewing machine and stitch it down. If you have a machine that runs zigzag stitch, go ahead and make use of it. So I'll pin the upper part as well like this. And when I'm done stitching the breast pad, this is what I'm going to have. I'll do that to the second part as well. Alright guys, our breast pad is ready. Now I'm just going to place the fabric on it like this, and I'll pin it round, making sure the lines of the fabric aligns with the line of the breast pad, and then I'll take it to sewing machine, then stitch it round. Now that the cups are ready, I'll attach it to the down part. Now before you attach your cup, do not forget that the part label 2 is the part that goes towards the center. Now I'll pin the cups round before I take it to the sewing machine to stitch. Now I'll go ahead to stitch it, and then I'll stitch the other part as well. Alright guys, I'm done attaching the cups, and I also went ahead to top stitch it round like this. And the next thing I'm going to do now is to join the back piece together with this front piece. Now this is the back piece, and I'm just going to arrange it like this, and then head over to the sewing machine, then join it together. Okay guys, I'm done attaching the back piece together with the front piece, and the next thing I'm going to do now is to attach boning on this side. I'm going to attach the boning there, and I'll also attach the boning to the edge of the back piece here. Okay guys, this is it. I'm done attaching the boning, and the next thing I want to do now is to stitch the lining together with this main fabric. Now this is the lining. I'm gonna add to stitch it the way I stitched the fabric, and now I'm just going to join it to this fabric. Now I'll cut away the excess there. I'll do the same to the other side, and then I'll go ahead now to join it at the upper part like this. And when I'm done joining the upper part, I'll pull the lining to align with the fabric, and then I'll join the down part as well, and then I'll turn it right out through this opening. Okay guys, this is it. I've attached the lining to the fabric, and then I turn it right out here. The next thing to do here is to attach loop. Now I've gone ahead to cut out pieces for this, and it's about 2 inches long. So I'm going to be attaching about 4 loops on each side. Afterwards, I'm going to secure the edges by top stitching. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Okay guys, I have attached the loops and I also secured the edges. Now this is the rope I'm going to use for the lace up. Now I'm going to keep this top aside and work on the sleeve. I'm gonna add to cut out the piece for the sleeves, and I cut out both sleeves together. The width is about 34 inches while the length is about 11 inches. Now the first thing I'm going to do to these sleeves is to create casing in which the elastic is going to pass through. So I'll create casing on both the upper part and the lower part for the 2 sleeves. Okay guys, I've created the casing, and the next thing I'm going to do is to insert the elastic for both sleeves. The length of the elastic that I used for the upper part, that's the part that is going towards my armhole, is 9 inches, while the length of the elastic I use for the lower part, that's my round sleeve, is 11 inches. Now I've passed the elastic through the upper and the lower casing, and the next thing I'm going to do is to stitch down this opening. I will go ahead now to attach the sleeves to the top. The upper part is tighter than the lower part, so that's the part that is going towards the armhole. So I'll identify the line where we have the joining on the sleeves and identify the line where the joining of the back and the front pieces took place, and I'm going to attach the sleeves right there. There's a boning on the line of this top, so I'm just going to find my way around it. So I'll attach the sleeves there. I'll take it to the sewing machine now and stitch, and then I'll stitch the other sleeve as well. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you are yet to subscribe, please do, and turn on the notification so that whenever I drop new videos you'll be notified.